I literally remember, I think I was in 6th grade and it was again my birthday party and I was having a pool party and I wanted to wear a 2-piece bathing suit and I wasn't allowed. And I was like, Stevie came out the womb in a 2-piece bathing suit, basically.
It's like, I know, but this is the thing too. It's like each year it got more lenient. Talking about going to the Pistons games a lot as kids. And I remembered that a few months ago, my dad brought up to me that we went to the Pistons game with just me and him and sat like on the court, which I did not remember. And he's like, yeah, I felt so bad because apparently this is the story. So we're sitting on the court and when you're down there, there's a lot of people around and people were trying to take pictures, but we had just gotten food and just sat down. So my dad was like, look down until I tell you to look back up until they stop taking pictures. So, back then, strict rule follower. So I have my hot dog in my lap. I'm just staring at my hot dog. And he forgets to tell me when it's okay to look up. So I stayed looking at my hot dog in my lap. He got distracted by the game and then finally looked over and realized, oh my God, I forgot to tell you could look up.
You missed half the game.
Apparently. I didn't really remember this, but apparently for him, it's a vivid memory because he felt so bad about it.
Poor thing. He probably felt awful.
So, yeah, that was one of the funny things that like that. They weren't like, oh, if it's fine, we're going to take it anyway. Is that okay? That we're taking your fucking organ? Like, are you okay with that? No, they just took it.
So wild that you can just, this was
no, because I remember my parents being... Because I was Taylor Swift announcing her tour and not opting out of dynamic pricing. So the tickets were wildly expensive.
The Swifties are not thankful this year.
So, yeah, that was unpopular opinion, but maybe she was foreshadowing this behavior.
You don't say.
It's her. Hi. She's the problem. It's her.
She does love a good Easter egg, but this is just out of control. I've never seen anything like this.
It's a literal Easter egg this time. Also, this past week was a bit out of the ordinary for me.
Don't say.
So I actually got to go to the Hall of Fame induction ceremony for my dad. And, I feel like it's so weird talking about because normally if I didn't have a podcast, I would never be sharing this information.
Right.
But obviously I'm proud. And I've said that before, I think like in the podcast. So getting to be there, I'm proud all the time, but getting to be there was definitely an experience I'll never forget. And honestly, I feel like, and I say this too, I think I've said this too, but there are some things that I, will share, and that's the point. But then there are some things that I just, love and cherish and will keep close to my heart. 1 second. Let me let Lottie out because I feel bad.
Okay.
I think she wants to sleep, but she can't.
She was just yawning. She's like, what's going on?
Please hold. We're going to exit the cuteness.